Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Fancy Coffee Shop Coffee Pourer.
Mr. Fancy Coffee Shop Coffee Pourer.
What do you do with a master's degree in art history? You get a nose ring and pour coffee for a living.
Pour it on now.
Why is it called a latte? Maybe because it costs a latte, and it takes a latte time to make.
A whole lot of latte.
Someone ordered a cappuccino? Step aside. Let the man who works the milk foamer take over.
Step aside.
Sure, you charge $5 for a cup of coffee. It's putting that tip jar out that takes real guts.
Yeah.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, guru of the ground roast. It's not the caffeine that gives us the buzz. It's you.
Mr. Fancy Coffee Shop Coffee Pourer.
Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, Fort Collins, Colorado.
I was born with a foul mouth. It's not a disease or an illness. I just love f***ing cursing. You know, people say, like, "Good morning, Trish," and I go, well, f*** you, you asshole. It feels good. And my mom, she doesn't give a shit. She's been hearing words like, "F***, you asshole, suck my off," and "sucker," since the day I learned to speak. It does, however, affect my goddamn public life. Like, I really can't go out to restaurants. You know, where's the goddamn ladies' room? Swipe? That's where Food.com saved me.
Food.com is the internet's takeout and delivery service, and we can help. If you bastards can't control your goddamn language, Food.com can get you the food you want from local f***ing restaurants, and you can stay at home and curse all you goddamn like. No Food.com. Sometimes it's best to just order in.
Oh, this is one fine day to be nude. Yeah, this is one fine day to be nude. The birds are saying, "Clinton, have a wonderful spring." And people walking by can stop and look at my thing. Oh, this is one fine day to...
Liberal Joby Chaser!
Oh, well, if you can't laugh at yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen of the world, it is my utmost privilege to announce to you that these little green men actually do exist, for they are part of the eternal past and venture from all regions of our galaxy to find homage in our Earth's center. Governments of the world have been very good at concealing these little visitors and preparing the public with loving movies and pleasant melodies. You see, like this one. You hear that? Yes, controlled media as to cushion the impact of the arrival of our little friends. Throughout history, many people would claim to see strange lights in the sky. The truth of the matter is that these lights and beings will only reveal themselves to those who are pure at heart. For these enlightened aliens leave permanent and printed information on the psyche of those chosen humans, only to be revealed to our deteriorating planet at the point at which our civilization shall enter the new age of light without heat.
sound come trickling down. Giants turn to rust, it's all going down. Back to the ground, still I can hear the sound.
Light Without Heat, Periphery, and all new materials from the 2010 self-titled disc from the band Periphery. That is, man, that's some smoking stuff. And before that, kicking off the program was a track that I haven't played in a while, and I had it on the brain this week and thought, man, you know what, that'd be a good opener for the show. I think I actually did open the show like a year ago with that one, and I like to open with a long track, but that was Flying Colors. I also had those guys on the brain because I saw today a little more information about the Blu-ray DVD that's going to be released. I still don't have an exact release date for it, though, but Flying Colors, they got a live DVD on the way. There is a tour documentary that will be included on the Blu-ray DVD with backstage stuff, extended interviews on the bus, and you know that this is going to be filled with humor. And the way that it was presented on the ad that I saw was already filled with humor. So Steve Morse, Neil Morse, Dave LaRue, Mike Portnoy, Casey McPherson, Flying Colors, and I love the CD. And there is supposed to be a new CD in the works, but definitely a live DVD Blu-ray from last year's tour to support the Flying Colors CD. And the track we heard was called Infinite Fire, for those of you who don't know and weren't tuned in last year at this time when I used to play it like every freaking week. Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to Light Without Heat, progressive music for the progressive mind. I'm Stuffer, live from Salisbury, North Carolina, and we got a killer show for you tonight. See, I'm already using grammatical incorrect stuff. We have a killer show for you this evening, and the cats are already trying to say hi, so, you know, this is how it is. This is how we do it. I have a premiere tonight of a band called Little Atlas, and they have a brand new CD out called Automatic Day, and we're going to hear a brand spanking new track from that, and it's tailored, it's perfect for this show, right? So, also, I got some Rush coming at you in a little while. I got some King's X on the way. I'm going to do another track from the Jeff Loomis disc, Plains of Oblivion, which I'm just on fire about right now. Also a track from the new Steven Wilson CD, Raven That Refused to Sing and Other Stories, and tons of cool stuff. Got the chat room alumni, going to spin some of those guys in the second hour of the program. And tonight on Light Without Heat, speaking of that, we will be premiering here. Some of you guys already heard this last weekend because I did not get this in time to get it on last Thursday's show. But we will be hearing a premiere of a brand new song from Mike Sherrill coming from the forthcoming CD, I Hear the Trees Singing. And I tell you what, this one, this one is... There are no words to describe it. It's the perfect mix of the drum jam, the ambience, and the insanity all in one track. So we're going to check that out next hour. You stick around for that. You do not want to miss that. Right now, let's move forward with some tunage for you. How about I got to have my... Well, okay. All right, I'll tell you what. Eddie Jobson, how about that? Most of you know him as the keyboard and violinist, and he played in Curved Air, Roxy Music, UK, Jethro Tull, you name it. I got a track from the Zinc CD, or album, as it were, from 1983, also called The Green Album. And if you Google the album and pull up the cover, and you'll understand why. Another white album, black album thing. But Eddie Jobson, coming from the Zinc CD, this track is called Who My Friends. Light Without Heat. Check it out.
So, let me get this straight. Your defense is that you shot the sheriff, but you did not shoot the deputy. Jaw. But you did shoot the sheriff. Jaw. And you're admitting that. Jaw.
We don't need to get him on the deputy. If we prove he killed the sheriff, that's a life sentence right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's defending himself on murder by confessing to a completely different murder.
I have this weird hunch he might be high.
Light without heat.
Light Without Heat, and Thank You, Scientist. That is amazing stuff. The track is called Suspicious Waveforms, and that one is coming from the latest disc from the band called Maps of Non-Existent Places. Was released in 2012. Those guys are just freaking unbelievable, man. Before that, we heard Eddie Jobson and a track from, going back a bit on that one, to the disc, the Green Album, or if I can find it on my or Zinc, it was the actual title, but it was called the Green Album as well. I'm going to hold off a little bit on the premiere I have tonight. At least I got a couple premieres for you. But we're going to check out a tune from the new Little Atlas release. We will do that here in just a bit. And right now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and move forward, because we're going to go ahead and try to get this music going. The less I yak, the more music I can actually play. But I want to thank everybody for being here, and let's up and chat just for a second. I'm going to give real quick shout-outs. Currently in the chat room here on Light Without Heat, we have Don Ducklandis. We heard the show The Bootlegger Shack tonight before this program. And you can always go to Duck's 24/7 radio show page, quackhouseradio.net. And there's something going there all the time. And if you're lucky, you may actually jump on there and find him live and get him in the chat room, because he's got a cool chat room there, too. Also, we have Brother Brett Lloyd, Stickman Bleeding. We're going to hear a Stickman track next hour. Also, G.W. Eisenhath is hanging with us tonight and did some hanging also on Duck Show, the Bootlegger Shack. G.W. partying with us tonight, man. Rip it out, brother. Also, Mike Sherrill, WEFF, P Ridge Nation. We have a new song premiere for Mike tonight, at least for this show. Most of the world heard it last weekend on airradio.net. And speaking of airradio.net, we have DJ TIM, Tim Carell, in the chat room as well. I think he's off making a phone call, but he'll be back. And you can check his show out beginning tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. on AIIradio.net. And you don't want to miss that, because he plays a lot of really cool stuff, too. Definitely some prog, some heavy stuff. He's a rocking show for sure, and he's going to be solid wall-to-wall tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. So check that out. I will be there for a little bit as well. Right now, getting back to the jams, getting back to the tunage, I did a track from a guitarist a few weeks ago by the name of Jeff Loomis, who is just unbelievably scary, and he's got a slew of guest musicians on this CD. The CD was released in 2012, and it's titled Plains of Oblivion. And everybody from Marty Friedman to, Chris Poland, actually, on the track we're going to hear. Chris Poland, as you know, Poland and Friedman did work with Dave Mustaine and Megadeth. But Poland actually, back in the day, Megadeth. But we're going to do a track now that does feature Chris Poland on guitar, along with Jeff Loomis, who is just unbelievably scary on guitar as well. This track is called Continuum Drift. Jeff Loomis, crank it up. GW, I hope you got your big speakers on for this one. Light Without Heat. Light Without Heat. John Petrucci on guitar, boys and girls. John Petrucci, that came from the solo album from one John Petrucci called Suspended Animation. The track we just heard was called Jaws of Life. John Petrucci, most of you probably are aware, the monstrous guitarist for Dream Theater, also Liquid Tension Experiment, and many other little side projects there, but that was some awesome stuff. Before that, we heard Throat Punch City. An interesting little number there from an interesting little band that I discovered. You can find those guys on bandcamp.com. They have just a couple few instrumental tracks. They're actually looking for a vocalist. And put the word out. They actually said if anyone would like to submit their vocals over some of their instrumental work, you can do that and send it to them at throatpunchcity@gmail.com. They're from Berkshire in the UK. But fantastic band nonetheless, Throat Punch City. I'm a big fan of what I've heard out of those guys. And before that, Jeff Loomis. Yeah, freaking amazing. So that was the instrumental set here on Light Without Heat. Next hour, I do have some of the Light Without Heat chat room alumni that we are going to hear tunage from. One in particular would be Mike Sherrill, who we have a brand new track to spin tonight. And I'm telling you what, brother Mike, I know you've had a toothache, and you said you were on some killer meds, and you were finishing the track up as you were taking those meds, and it shows. That's all I got to say about that. It's definite insanity, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're going to hear, and I love the name of it too, but we're not going to reveal any of that just yet. Most of you, I think that track got premiered on Air Radio last weekend, but we're going to listen to that track next hour, and I also have some Stickman Bleeding coming up, some Fateless Tears coming up, and we have, I do have a premiere also of a band called Little Atlas from a brand new CD called Automatic Day. We're going to listen to that here in about 10 or 15 or so. And I also have some Exvius coming up. We're going to kick off hour number 2 of Light Without Heat, however, with a track from the brand new Steven Wilson CD entitled Raven That Refused to Sing and Other Stories. So stick around. Light Without Heat, hour number 2 will return, boys and girls.
Lock up your daughters. Shoot your sons.
Dad!
Because Love Fist is coming to town. The world tour that has been banned throughout the world comes to Vice City. The monsters of rock and roll excess. Love Fist. Get ready for a night of death metal love ballads that'll have you shoving your fists in the air. It's the Steel Heart Stone Cold Prostate Tour, brought to you by Giggle Cream, because dessert should be funny, and the Maibatsu Thunder, because after you get struck by lightning, there's thunder. Come see the pounding rock from the band that brought you hits like Chin Stainer, Liver Buster, and Dangerous Man, Dead Family. Come get Love Fisted. Love Fist at the Vice City Arena. Brought to you by V-Rock.
Light Without Heat Studios present Dinner at the Symphony, a collection of the finest orchestras in the world performing some of the most renowned classical music of all time. No waiting list, no reservation required. It's Dinner at the Symphony, and you're invited. Watch for the show ads on Facebook and join us for Dinner at the Symphony right here on Spreaker Web Radio.
This is the DJ3000. It plays CDs automatically, and it has 3 distinct varieties of inane chatter.
Hey, how about that weather out there? Whoa, that was the caller from hell. Well, hot dog, we have a wiener.
Man, that thing's great. Don't praise the machine.
Looks like those clowns in Congress did it again. What a bunch of clowns.
How does he keep up with the news like that?
Light without heat.
Watchmaker works all day and long into the night. He pieces things together despite his failing sight. Though all the cogs connect with such poetic grace, time has left its curse upon this place. Each hour becomes another empty space to fill, wasted with the care and virtues of his skill. The watchmaker buries something deep within his thoughts, a shadow on the staircase of someone from before. This thing is broken now and cannot be repaired. 50 years of compromise and aging bodies shared. Eliza, dear, you know there's something I should say. I never really loved you, but I'll miss you anyway. Well, you were just meant to be temporary while I waited for gold. Well, filled up the years and I found that I liked having someone to hold. But for you I had to wait. Until one day it was too late. Do
Light Without Heat. And Brett, you are so right. That rocks. And the cat says hi in the background. Exvius. And GW agrees. Hey, baby. Baby would like to give a big shout out to everybody listening tonight. Yes, the band is called Exvius. It is from Exvius or Exvius because it's EX. Wow. Yes, and that is a track from the 2009 self-titled album from that band. And they're working on new material right now. We're looking forward to a new album from those guys, but this would be a good time to tell you people. Most of you won't hang around for it, but that is the Midnight Tracker tonight. Immediately following Light Without Heat, we will be checking out that entire CD. The self-titled Exvius album. So, and don't worry, don't fret, you guys. I know some of you will have to crash and do the pillow thing. You can always get back on to the Spreaker page anytime you like and go to the Midnight Tracker page, pull up the tracker from tonight. It will be Exvius, and I'll give you a double reason to do it. The second installment on the tracker tonight, because I always do two. The second disc will be Jeff Berlin, Pump It, from 1986. You know, last week we were listening to Joe Frazier Round 2, and that just inspired me, and I'm just cracking up because of the cat meowing behind me. We have a horny tomcat he's looking for some action. But anyway, Jeff Berlin, Pump It Up. Pump It, not Pump It Up, just Pump It, 1986. That is the second disc, and that is an incredible CD as well. So, Midnight Tracker, wall to wall, boys and girls. He's, GW, he's not hungry. He's had plenty to eat. He's just looking for some female action, but meow. Baby, would you like to come here and tell me why you're interrupting my show? Oh, now he gets quiet. He only wants to do that while I'm talking. Meow. Baby, you are interrupting the entire Light Without Heat broadcast. Do you realize this? He does. Okay. Yep. And GW got it right. I'm not going to say that. And you guys that want to know what we're talking about in the chat room, get in the chat room. It's fairly easy to do. If you're listening and not in chat, get down to the bottom right-hand corner of the page, log on however you do it, Facebook, Twitter, whatever your thing is, and get in here and say hello, because we got some really cool people in here right now. And, well, we have Don Ducklandis, an ex-Spreaker DJ, should I say, who has his own 24/7 radio station page going at quackhouseradio.net. We have Brett Stickman Bleeding Lloyd. We will be hearing music from Stickman Bleeding upcoming. We have GW Eisenhath, who is another Spreaker DJ. And with us, we had Mike WEFF Sherrill. He is on his way home. And we have DJ TIM from Air Radio, AIIRadio.net tomorrow night. Check out his show, Mixing It Up with DJ. Let's start over. Check out his show, Mixing It Up with DJ TIM, tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern USA time. And now time for, I do have a few things I need to get to, but I've got a premiere too that I want to do off a brand new CD from a band by the name of Little Atlas. Their new album is called Automatic Day, and I'm loving everything I'm hearing from this group. It's tailor-made for this show, and we're just going to keep plugging on now with it. I will say, do have some Rush coming up. We're going to wait till Mike gets home for that one. I also have a track from Mike Sherrill, brand new one. Never been played on this show before, and I have listened to it, and I missed it on Tim's show last week, but you guys... those who heard it on Tim's show know what I'm talking about, and those who haven't, stick around, because it is just a complete counterbalance or off balance of the drum jam, the ambience, the insanity. It's like So we were talking about the classical music show that I do too here in the chat room, and it's almost like classical music for the new millennium, because there's a lot of insanity in that too. I've discovered that from doing this new classical show here on Spreaker. There's a lot of freaking insanity going on in classical music. There really, really is. I started it because I wanted it to be like a relaxing show. I could just come in and just chill and all that. No, man, this classical music is it's freaking balls out, man. But anyway, I want to get back to, and let's do this, Little Atlas. The brand new CD is called Automatic Day. This track is called Ort. O-O-R-T. Ort. Light Without Heat, Little Atlas. Check it out. Light Without Heat.
Simple is the truth.
This is Brett. I am Stickman Bleeding and a Thankful Catholic. You're listening to Stuffer White and Light Without Heat.
Stickman Bleeding on Light Without Heat. That track is called Touch. It is from the new CD called Heroes that was released back in February of this year, 2013. And we have Stickman Bleeding, Brett Lloyd, in the chat room, as we usually do here on Thursday nights. And you can go get that CD, ladies and gentlemen, at www.crazypeoplemusic.com. That will be the main site there for Brett Lloyd's Stickman Bleeding. And he is also on Rock Hard Distributors, which I think I know a few people on that label as well. Oh, yeah, me and a handful of other people, though. Very, very cool. So check out rockharddistributors.com and also check out Brett's site, crazypeoplemusic.com, because you can get all the other works. You know, Heroes ain't his first album, boys and girls. It really ain't. And he's got a lot of killer music. Heroes is a freaking wall-to-wall album, too, man. Awesome job. And Brett's just a really cool guy, and he's here every week. And, you know, so Stickman Bleeding, man, check that out. Also on Amazon, iTunes, all those good places. You know, you can find that. iTunes, yep. Open Chat, and So you can get that basically everywhere. So check out Heroes by Stickman Bleeding. Before that, we heard premiere on this show, Little Atlas. And the track was called Ort, O-O-R-T. That's how I pronounce it anyway. I don't know how you guys pronounce it. But the brand new CD from those guys is called Automatic Day from 2013. And now next we have another killer artist that I've been spinning tracks from the past few weeks. And Tim, DJ TIM's here. Mr. Tim Corell in the chat room. And he and I the other day were talking about this particular artist, and you know what? I got to play this one tune again because I don't know if Tim got to hear it. But this dude's name is John Rush, and now that I look at my playlist, I realize I've spelled his name wrong when I put it in my playlist. So if you ever go back and look at the playlist on the Spreaker page, pay no attention to this. His name is John Rush. I have for some reason added the H, but it's not. It's Jon. R-U-C. I screw it up every week. R-O-S-C-H. John Rush. You can find this guy, Jon-R-O-S-C-H, 22 on Facebook. The guy's out of Bremerton, Washington, an absolutely killer guitar player, and we're trying to get this guy into a studio or some of you, and you know, and I didn't even think about this last week. You guys were talking about, you know, online, and that's the way most of you guys make albums now, you know. So, trying to find this guy a good producer. I played a track last week. I played a track the week before. Wasn't sure if Tim got to hear it. He was expressing his interest in this person as well. But John Rush, Jon-R-U-S-C-H, and this one is the one that I said definitely has a Chaos Lord feel to it. Okay? But before I forget, John Rush, hang on just a second, because he does listen in podcasts. The thing about it is he has to work on Thursdays. So, John, hang on a second. I want to give a shout-out to my lovely Peak, who is actually sitting here and enduring this with me. How are you tonight, Peak? She's ready to go to bed. You couldn't hear her, but she said that. And the cat has actually stopped meowing. So, she is at home now, finally. But, Peak, we're glad that you are here jamming with us. And so, okay. So, Tim, you heard one song. I'm going to get ready to play you another one, brother, then. This is John Rush. Once again, check him out on John Rush 22 on Facebook, Jon-R-U-S-C-H 2222 on Facebook. And the name of this track is Millennium of the Prophet. Just 22, but anyway. Awesome track. Live Without Heat, John Rush.
Hi, this is Esley with Fateless Tears, and you're listening to Stuffer White on Light Without Heat on Spreaker.com.
Light Without Heat. And that little piece there was from Don Duck Landis. The track is called Given Sufficient Time. And I will be playing some more of the Duck-ukulele music here on the program in the coming weeks. He sent me a link. I've just been busy, man. I'm telling you what. I don't have time to do this. I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore, but I love it, and you guys love it, so that's why I'm here. And so, Duck, yeah, I will get more of your music there, Mr. Duck. And you can also check him out. Opening Thursday night, basically, here at 6 o'clock or thereabouts after or before, with either the show The Bootlegger Shack or Duck's House Live. Before Duck, we heard Mark Clater, whose CD Uprising can be found at www.mcsologuitar.net. Mark is another good buddy of ours here, and took the time to mail me the CD, the new album and everything. Before that, we heard Fateless Tears. You can check these guys out at www.facebook.com/Fateless Tears Band, or at bluefred.com. The cat's meowing again. I'm going to have to get rid of that cat before next Thursday. Before that, we heard Stickman Bleeding, and yep, you guys hear the cat. All right, hour number 2's in the can. Hour number 3's on the way. I got some Rush coming at you next hour, some King's X. I have the premiere of Mike Sherrill's new track. We're waiting on him to get home because, I'm just ready to go insane on that one. And a handful of other things. Here's where I start promising shit that I can't play. Baby, do you mind? I think I'm going to kick off hour number 3 with... I've got a really cool track, but it's not heavy. It's kind of strange, but it's from an artist by the name of Todd Sickafoose. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar. Sicka, F-O-O-S-E. I think we'll kick off the next hour with that because we're kind of in a weird mood tonight, and so I think that's how we're going to roll. So the next hour is going to kick off with an artist by the name of Todd Sickafoose. Sickafoose. Foose. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. We'll be right back. Light Without Heat. Hour number 3 returns in just a moment.
How do you like to enjoy a Rusty Brown's Ring Donut?
I like to lick lovingly around the outside and then thrust my tongue in the middle.
I like to munch it vigorously.
I just love the batter all over my face.
On Friday nights, I just can't stop eating Rusty Brown's Ring Donuts.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Sometimes I like to wear women's panties and walk around 5th Street.
When you go downtown, make sure you enjoy Rusty Brown's Ring Donuts.
Can you tell me how to get to Centennial Street? How to get to Centennial Street? How to get to Centennial Street?
Hello, Kermit the Frog here, and welcome to Centennial Street. I'd like to tell you what today's letter is, but I am really f***ed up. Hey, Big Bird, do you know what today's letter is?
Sure, Kermit. Today's letter is... joint.
Big Bird, joint is not a letter. It is a word.
Sorry, kids. Today's letter is 3.
Big Bird, 3 is a number.
Exactly. The number 3, which is how many joints I've smoked today. Kermit, are you with me?
God, I'm stoned.
Me too. Guys, show go on. Come on.
Thank you, Elmo. How about we say our ABCs, Big Bird?
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F,
G, Q,
K,
C,
R, C.
F.
I forgot what we were doing, Crammit.
Did you just call me Crammit?
Yes, I did.
Crammit the frog here. Okay. That's all the time we have for today. Goodbye, kids. Today's show was brought to you by the letter
Bong.
And the number.
God, you're messed up.
You. The number you. Bye-bye.
Bye, kid.
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Then Mommy kissed Daddy, and the angel told the stork, and the stork flew down from heaven and left a diamond under a leaf in the cabbage patch, and the diamond turned into a baby.
Our parents are having a baby, too. They had sex.
Light without heat.
Light Without Heat and Rush. Coming from the Signals album. Yes, because I haven't played a lot of the Signal stuff. 1982, The Analog Kid. Who could forget that track? I mean, man, you gotta love it. Before that, we heard Dixie Dregs from the Bring 'Em Back Alive album, Country House Shuffle Live. And before that, an artist by the name of Todd Sickafoose. Sickafoose, or Foos. I'm not sure how you would pronounce that, but an awesome track nonetheless. Just ran across that guy today. The album from Todd Sickafoose, and apparently there are more, it's called Tiny Resistors, and we heard that that album came out in 2008, and the track we heard is Paper Trombones. Welcoming to the chat room, the Schleifmeister, Mr. Scott Schleifer. Glad to have you here, brother. And we have Mike Sherrill in here, WEFF, P Ridge Nation. We have Don Duck Landis in the chat room tonight. We said goodnight to DJ TIM earlier. We have GW Eisenhath in here. And we had or have Brett Stickman Bleeding. I know that he probably is about to check out too. I'm not sure if he's already left or not, because during the show, I cannot keep in contact with chat as much as I would like on other shows, because it does get, I have all sorts of other stuff to do. But Scott, you joined us at a good time, because it is now the time to premiere a brand new track from one Mike Sherrill, known in the chat room as WEFF, P Ridge Nation. And the thing about this track is, okay, I'm not the first one to premiere it, because Air Radio last week got it before I did because of the timing, but guess what? This is the Light Without Heat premiere of this track. The disc is a triple CD that is due in late fall from one Mike Sherrill called I Hear the Trees Singing. I've been playing lots of music that he's been sending me off this disc, but this new one really kind of gets me in the mood. In the mood for what? I'm not exactly sure, but it's definitely interesting, and you damn sure want to check it out. This track is called Disruptive Mood in Pissed Off Major. And Mike, help me just for a second. And you're going to know what I'm talking about, because my Spreaker thing has cut off the... It's a long title. Mike, type the title of your song really quick. Hurry, please, in chat. Disruptive Mood and Pissed Off Major, a self-help guide to anger management, I think. But Mike, type it very quickly, please, so I can announce it correctly before I spin the track. And I know I'm on a delay, so we're going to have to wait a minute, but okay, I said it right then. Okay, we're getting ready to hear now. This is Mike Sherrill with Disruptive Mood and Pissed Off Major, a self-help guide okay, I didn't say in, did I? A self-help guide in anger management. Brand new track from Mike Sherrill. Check it out, guys. Light Without Heat.
if you can see,
Yeah.
the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11,
I see.
11,
And most of
11,
the
and then
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it? It's not 10. You see, most blokes, be playing at 10. You're on 10 here, all the way up, all the way up,
Yeah.
all the way up. You're on 10 on your guitar. Where can you go from there? Where?
I don't know.
Nowhere, exactly. What we do is, if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Light without heat.
Light Without Heat and Garden Wall, one of my favorite tracks. I haven't played it in a little while on this program, but I just did. The track is called Weightless, number 8 less, so Weightless, from the disc The Seduction of Madness, going back to 1995 for that track. Before that, King's X. Need I say more? No, King's X, great band. And We Were Born to Be Loved, Muddified from the Faith Up Love album, 1990. Wow. And before that, we heard the premiere, a Light Without Heat premiere of the new Mike Sherrill track, coming from the forthcoming triple disc set, I Hear the Trees Singing. That song, oh man, do I have to say it again? That song was called, let's see if I can do it now, Disruptive Mood in Pissed Off Major, a self-help guide in anger management. I think I got it right. Anyway. Long track there. It's like speaking of King's X, like the difference in the Garden of St. Anne's on the Hill or something. But yeah, absolutely killer, Mike. I love it. Awesome. We got just a little short time left. Coming up at midnight, boys and girls, don't go anywhere. You have to jump back on this show page. But the midnight tracker tonight will be from the band Exvius. Self-titled disc from 2009. Absolutely killer piece of work. Completely instrumental. It's prog, metal, and jazz all combined in one. And then when we're done there, the second disc is Jeff Berlin's Pump It from 1986. So you guys check it out with me if you can. If you're not able to be up that late of an hour, then always you can check it out in podcast, because that's the good thing about Spreaker. All these shows are they're shaved. No, we don't shave our shows. We save them in podcast. So there you go. I got a couple things to do before we wrap it up, and one of them would be this: Third World Electric. How about that? This album is called Kilimanjaro's Secret Brew. The track is called The Lava Juggler. Jam on, brothers and sisters. Light Without Heat.
fluffy freckled skin, a distraction I'd prefer over nervous conversation. I'd like to trace my name in the sweat upon her chest. She'd smile and draw me in. That's all I'd ever need. So close, cold feet, can't speak, not yet. Shy, childlike in nature, offering herself as you please. So close, cold feet, can't speak, not yet. I don't want to make impressions, but I can't hold this in. I've got to get over this problem. Would you help me? A woman waits for me as a part of myself, as a part of myself. I can't deny. So close, cold feet, can't speak, not yet.
Light Without Heat and Echoland. And I'm looking at chat and seeing that Brother Mike is telling me some stuff going down about the High Desert Sound Studios. Yeah, man, that's going to be some awesome stuff. We just heard Echoland, though. Shall I digress for a moment? A Habit Worth Forming from the CD As the World. Before that, we heard Third World Electric. The cat loves it when I turn the microphone on. Baby. Yeah, come on, man. Say something on the microphone. I'm giving you. All right, and we're also going to promote this because Mr. Mike Sherrill, WEFF, P Ridge Nation, has his Spreaker show on Sunday nights. I'm often in the chat room as well. You guys will love it. Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern USA time to midnight, same as my show. And WEFF, P Ridge Nation, has secured an interview with Vegan Blot. Vegan Blot. You can ask him how to do that. That would be one Richard J. Basinger, who is sometimes in my chat room here tonight. I think he's probably busy. Chris Riggins. John, wait a minute. I messed that up, didn't I? Hey, how did I screw that up? No, Chris Riggins, John Riggins. Wait a minute, my head's all messed. Once again, it's the end of the show. I mean, you know what happens. Chris Riggins and Darren Olson. I got it. Chris Riggins. All right. So, boys and girls, I'm glad to have you all here tonight. I want to say thanks to everyone who is listening. Everyone who is listening in podcast, everyone who is checked us out, because we got great big numbers. Yeah, I know, Chris Riggins, Darren. I want to also say thanks to everyone who has come and said hi in the chat room. Yeah. Don Duck Landis. Check his show out. Check his radio station out, quackhouseradio.net. Quackhouse. Quack. Brett Stickman Bleeding Lloyd, man. Get his music, get heroes. CrazyPeopleMusic.com. GW Eisenhath's in here, jamming and tying one on with us. Mike Sherrill, WEFF P Ridge Nation. Once again, every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, here on Spreaker. You are so welcome, Brother Mike. DJ TIM will be on Air Radio, AII Radio, tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And a big old hi to the Schleifmeister, as I call him, Scott Schleifer, that swung by the chat room just a few moments ago. The Midnight Tracker is coming up, and we have 2 incredible albums that we're going to sit and listen to. Some of you guys probably going to crash, but be sure to come back to the podcast. The Midnight Tracker show page here on my page here on Spreaker, it will be up and it will be available to listen to, so check it out. The first band is Exhibius. We heard this before. The 2009 self-titled debut album. They're working on new music, but this is a fantastic album. Now I've got my hands on the whole thing, so I decided to play it. And the second album is Jeff Berlin from 1986, Pump It. Another fantastic CD. So it looks like we're working on, for the biggest part, all instrumental Midnight Tracker. So there you go. Big shout out and thanks to everybody that came in tonight. The cat's hollering too. Good night here from Light Without Heat. We'll see you guys next Thursday. The cat's still meowing. Peace out. Thanks for listening, guys.
Good night. Oh, good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.